Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors on this Monday morning. We're glad you're here. We've got a great show tonight. Special guest here in the studio. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. We're looking at a high today of 79 and a low of 66. So our temperature is dropping a little bit. Got this front coming through. Our water temperature now, the big one we've talked about, is 77 degrees. It's been at 77 now for 3 or 4 days. And they'll do that, level off and drop off, level off and drop off. But we're in that fall run. So just be aware of that. I'll talk about it almost every day because I want you to realize that you just can't wait a couple, 3 or 4 weeks. Say, all right, I think I'm going to go surf fishing or check out those Spanish or pompano because it's going to be too late. You need to get out there and go now. And freshwater fishing is excellent too. All right, take a look at our moon phase. Every Monday I take a look at the moon phase. We're looking at it tomorrow night. What's important now, tomorrow night will be no moon. It'll be a black night. It'll be a great night to go to go floundering. If you get a chance, the old timers love to go on those dark nights like this. All over St. Andrews Bay in the middle of the month, the middle of that would be going there. So be aware of that. Got a new moon coming up on Wednesday night, and then a full moon will be the 29th of this month. It'll be a harvest moon, the October harvest moon. So tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Looking on the chart there on the screen, we're looking at today's Monday now. We just got over a weekend of neap tide. Today's the 12th. You're looking at a low tide at 5:58 this morning and a high tide at 10 and 11 tonight. But you only got about a 0.6 foot range. But look in the next 3 or 4 days, the tide's picking up, and by the weekend, be some really strong tides, be some good fishing this weekend up in the flats and all. So keep that in mind. Marine forecast north-northwest at about 8 miles an hour. We don't have the river readings this morning, but they're brought to us by Watson's Landing Marina and Dry Storage, one of our new sponsors there. Run by and check that out, folks. That's just a huge building over there. They have a store and everything, and it's only 2 minutes from Harrison Avenue on the east side of Harrison Avenue. It's going to really nice now. So we'll have them come on the show pretty soon. So let's take our break and we'll come back with our guest. All right, welcome back, and welcome to our guest, Jack Simmons. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning. Good morning, Coach.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet. Now, he is a used car manager. He runs a whole deal. I've been trying to get him to come on for a long time, and we've had you a time or two, right? Or
this is my first time.
This is your first time. Well, maybe in my imagination we had you. This is your first time. Since they've been sponsoring a couple of years now, I've been trying to get him to come on. His biggest accomplishment, I think, is managing Tommy Barnes and Daniel Raphael, just keeping them straight.
That's a full-time job, especially Tommy.
But I'm glad you came on because Jack, when I go down there, I go to his office first because we talk about fishing right away. And Jack, of course, we're going to get the cars and trucks in a little bit, but let's talk about fishing now. I know you love to go to one of my favorite spots, Howard's Creek.
I do. I enjoy it down there when I have the opportunity to go down there. So we've been 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks since it's cooled off. And we were down there a few weeks ago, and the mayflies were everywhere, and couldn't get a bite on a cricket or a worm. So thank the Lord we had a fly rod with us.
We're going to show some pictures now. He's good enough to bring some pictures now. This, I don't remember about a month ago. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were talking about a mayfly hatch, late summer, early fall mayfly hatch. Well, Jack got an advantage of it. Check this first picture out. Jack, tell us about this right here. You want to take them out of the boat now? Who all was on the trip?
Well, my wife to be and her sister, who loves to fish, and we went down there, and like I say, we had a great time. We probably had 50 or 60 fish when it was over with.
Well, look at the size of these, man.
Yeah, there was a few nice ones on there. And
so you couldn't get them to bite a cricket or worm?
No, I guess they were full or not quite full, but they ate those little BB flies. We threw out.
The little BB flies. Mm-hmm. Look at that mess right there.
They were a nice group of fish, and actually, we ate them Saturday night at the captain's table. Had the whole family over there for a couple of birthday celebrations, and it was a fun time over there.
Well, that is really good. Folks are starting to do that now. Just take the fish down to the captain's table and let them cook them for them.
That's the easiest way to do it.
After we fried as many fish in our lifetimes we have, I'm beginning to think about that too. Yeah. That little BB fly, what color would you remember?
Well, that day they were eating the green ones. I've been back 4 or 5 times, wouldn't eat the chartreuse one, but the white one's seem to be the color they've been eating on. So I've been back 4 or 5 times, and it's it's been fun.
That's Howard Creek now. We were telling you after the bite, but we got pictures to prove it, and he told me about it right when that week you caught him, and I know that's a fun trip.
It was up in the Brothers. We couldn't.
I was going to ask you, went up into the Brothers?
Yep, where the water was moving just a little bit. When the water wasn't moving, they wasn't biting, but we were at the Brothers.
And the mayflies were hatching pretty strong?
They were thick up there. They were thick. That bug fly lasts one day, hatches one day and dies the next day. That's the way that works.
And it happens so fast.
Yeah.
And usually by the time we get word, it's too late. Because you ain't got to make arrangements to get down there and all that. That's why we talk about you just got to go. You got to drop everything and go. All right, how long you been with Mr. Kramer in that group?
Short of 29 years.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. 29 years.
So you've seen a lot come and go, haven't you?
I've seen one or two things go over there, and there's a lot happening over there right now. So
I love going by there. You got a great group of salesmen there, and usually the first thing we talk about outdoors, and then we get around the cars and trucks. Y'all, and I bought my last couple of vehicles. I bought from Kramer over the years quite a bit, but my last couple of trucks have been really nice.
Yeah, you bought five from us that I can
count
in the last couple of years.
Has there been that many? What happens, I bought them new and all that, but they get these good, and they'll call me when they get a really good quality trade-in, and that's the key to it. The trade-ins, you get some nice trade-ins.
We do, and we buy them off the street too. Someone may have not a need for their car anymore, a truck. And we buy it off the street. Right, just write you a check. I was going to ask
you, that's in the commercial and all, and y'all legitimately, the thing about it, these are good, honest people, and you're going to be treated right, and y'all, they can just drive down there and get you to appraise it?
5-10 minutes, we'll tell you what we'll pay you for it and write you a check, and that's as simple as that. There's no games, no gimmicks. You pull in there, we'll appraise it, tell you what we'll pay you for it, and if it's acceptable, we'll write you a check, shake hands.
And that's a win-win situation. You can get some money off your vehicle. You're going to be treated, with integrity, and then they're going to have a good vehicle. They can resell to move on too. So that's a good situation.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to now we're going to wrap this up. I got the other two guys coming in after this, but first of all, thank you for coming on.
We appreciate it,
and thank you for the sponsorship. And people can just come down there about any time, Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Sunday. We're actually there Sunday.
Are you Sunday?
Yep,
okay.
from 1 to 5. But we can take care of that 7 days a week. So, and if you have need it later or earlier, just call and make an appointment. We'll make arrangements to take care of it.
And the only other thing I'm going to ask of you, next time the mayfly hatch is going on, call me during the mayfly hatch and not after the mayfly hatch. Okay?
We'll do that.
Is that a deal?
That's a deal. Matter of fact, I'll call you and take you.
All right. Jack Simmons, the manager down there, he's over. If you're facing Bill Kramer, that unit on the right there, that little building there, that's where they all come and go there. And I feel like that's almost a second home to me. I just stop by there and visit with y'all.
Anytime.
Good folks. All right, Jack, thank you, folks. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
All right, welcome back. And good morning, guys.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Coach.
How you doing?
We're back to familiar faces now. The guys that come on a regular basis. But I told the boss to come down here and make sure they got down here on time and everything.
He was sitting here waiting on us. Make sure.
With breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh man, we're selling cars and trucks, man, like they're going out of style up there.
Crazy.
Folks better get out there and get them before they're all gone. I tell you.
All right. The big thing at this time of the year, a lot of people trade in the fall. To me, I just late summer and early fall. That's when my dad always traded, and it's been passed down to me. I don't know this time. I remember trading one time during Christmas break. I went down there. This is a quick story, and we went down there to and just walked through the lot. I didn't think any salesman was around. And,
somebody come in and caught you.
It was Jeff Shirley. Was that who it was?
Yep, they used to have Jeff Shirley down
They
there.
had a big Yukon XL, and it was during Christmas break. And I ended up buying the thing on the spot. That's crazy, isn't it?
Except for right now, that's the best time to buy.
All right, and that was those Yukons, those are nice vehicles. We love them. On the road, I thought I was in a plane just driving down the interstate.
They're definitely a sturdy vehicle.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, and we're going to talk a little bit, not just about cars and trucks, about fishing too. I always tell y'all to bring some fishing stuff. People want to hear that. Daniel, what does your dad say about fishing over there in St. Joe Bay?
Well, right now, fishing's good in St. Joe Bay. You talk to some of the guys out fishing the flats, a lot of redfish, trout are being caught. And right now, primarily flounder. A lot of flounder being caught in St. Joe Bay in the canal. This is typically the time of year flounder are moving. So, and I tell you what else has been great is blue crabs. A lot of people catching a lot of blue crabs. I've ate my share this year. Longbach has brought me crabs every day up until about a week ago. But the fishing is definitely good in the Panhandle. Like you said earlier, a lot of pompano, Spanish, a lot of things are moving right now. But it won't last long. Like you said, you gotta get out there and get them.
You know, Longbach used to be my fishing partner. He's my tournament partner.
I ran into him the other night. He and his wife, we were out to eat, and Gail and I ran into them, had a good talk with him. He's doing well. He's sort of in between sponsors now, I understand.
Yep.
And but he's a good fisherman.
Oh yeah, hey, you want somebody on the back of the boat can snag one. You put long on the back.
Yes, sir.
If he gets within 25 foot of a fish, he can catch him.
All right, so what's been going on with you?
Well, we doing good. I mean, we catching fish, when we get to go. We don't get to go that much, but
Now, I tell you one thing, those redfish are real good off the new truck department.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
fishing off the front porch the other day, and we hooked up 2 or 3
man.
out of the bushes. Remember?
that's right. What'd you catch him on?
Colorado.
Look, Colorado.
Colorado.
Well, the Silverado's been doing pretty good too, Coach. With $10,000 off.
That's right.
Hey, you throw that $10,000 off out there, man, they'll jump on it.
All right, you brought a lot of plugs.
I just brought this because this is one of the boxes we fish with. I saw something on Facebook the other day that had a guy sitting there and says, you can't remember your wife's birthday, you can't remember your anniversary, but you can remember 10,000 lures. You see that?
I saw that.
And I said, that's what this looks like right here, because we just got boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. And most of the stuff I can tell you what is, but I know it catches stuff because it caught me. Most of this stuff is just pretty. You take that bait right there, you can't walk through there and
turn it down like that so they see it.
You sound like my wife at Dillard's. That's what she said.
She don't know what it does, but I tell my wife, I said, honey, I gotta have that because it's so pretty. I know a fish will bite that,
Well, and this time of year, same freshwater, and that's a good lure right there.
Yeah. They make that. That's a. I forget what the name of that. Oh, that is a. What does that say right there, Coach?
I can't read it.
I can't read it. It says made right around the corner.
Let's see. That's old man C4.
Oh, that's a Tom Man
That's
place.
dynamite for you guys. Don't know what
C4.
C4 is.
That's
we're talking about water temperature changing and salt water. Same way with fresh water too now, but it's not quite as drastic. But there's different depths in fresh water, and that's what fishermen, good bass fishermen, can figure out what depth to go.
That's right. That right there is a shallow water because it's got that little bait right there, that little nose right there. That's not going to die, but about 4 foot deep. So you pull that in. But you pull one of these old big ones, you're going to pull that one. That's going to go deeper because it's got that big lip on it. And that's going to create a certain amount of wobble and, just different things, some people, you can tell what we do all the time now.
Well, another thing too, I always love the location. Hold it still. The spots. When they first started making plugs, they didn't do anything. Then one guy thought about putting a spot on it.
That's exactly
and the first
right.
plug was called the spot.
The spot.
The original one was called a spot. And the one was back here, but they've moved the spot around all different locations.
Yeah, look there.
See.
Yeah. But
I'll tell you another thing I'm gonna give this. The first time I ever heard of Bobby Smith, he took a piece of piano wire and got it red hot and stuck it up in that plastic right there, took the other end and stuck it up in that way and had a little eye. It was a little eye, and he put a little spinner off a beetle spin, took a beetle spin and put it up under that. So that little spinner would go around like that.
Okay.
And it made it look like this fish was chasing the bait, and a big fish would come up and get both of them. He was getting 2 for 1 special. Now we got them down there. You can buy a new one and a used one, get a 2 for 1 special.
Right. Yeah. Well,
but that was unique.
You made Bobby Smith. We've had him on the show before, and what a phenomenal record he has on catching bass.
Unbelievable.
You know what Bobby would do? He would adapt, like you say.
That's right.
And we've talked a lot about it, and he would adapt to the situation.
That's what you got to do.
And he would fish, rain or shine. He would fish.
If they're not. I was fishing a Hank Parker tournament years ago, and Hank Parker said he had this old man come up on the stage, and he told about 250 fishermen. He said, this old man's about 80 years old, and he can tell you where they're at and what time of the day, every day of the year. And I thought, my goodness, how can a man tell me where they're going to be biting it? He said, they're going to be either biting shallow or deep, or somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
That's where they're going to be at.
That's right. Okay.
Works for you?
I'll buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
Let's take our final break. We'll be right back with the guys.
All right.
Hi, welcome back. Here with Daniel Raffield and Tommy Barnes from Bill Kramer Chevrolet. So let's go to our fishing game times. I always like to do that first thing in this segment, brought to us by Mark Coward. I'm just going to hold it up right here. Mark Coward of Accounts Real Estate. We only have one time today, if you notice, right there in the middle of the day from 12:20 to 2:20. And you all need to ask Jack if y'all can get off. Get a 2-hour lunch, run down there to St. Andrew Bay.
Sneak off. You know.
I'm serious.
Go demo one.
We're going to be demoing
y'all do bring your fishing rod and all in the truck.
Yes,
Actually, I got 3 of them in the truck.
That's my
Yeah.
Toolbox.
Okay, let me quickly mention we've got a brim tournament coming up this weekend down at Gaskin Park in Weewall. Don Minshew and the Gulf County Search and Rescue Team, they've done this before. It was really successful about a month ago. They're going to do it again. It's going to be this Saturday from daylight till 2 p.m. be the weigh-in. So it's a good fundraiser. It's a great group of people at Gulf County Search and Rescue. So check it out, Don Minshew and that group down there. And good luck down there. I hope to get there and maybe take some pictures. If not, y'all send me some pictures. All right, real quick now. I know there are folks out there thinking about getting some vehicles. What's some of the best things y'all got?
Well, we got trucks.
Right now, as far as brand new trucks, you can buy a 2015 double cab, 0% interest up to 72 months. And the double cab is not good enough. If you need a bigger truck, you can buy a crew cab LT for $10,000 in rebate, which is huge. And I'll tell you how good of a deal that is. I bought one. So
okay.
if I'm driving it,
I was a salesman.
That's
I sold
right.
him.
Tommy sold it to me, but I bought the truck. But that's two of the things
That's
that we
good
have
deal.
going on right now. And
We got the Buick test drive, 24-hour Buick test drive.
Come drive one.
Come drive one. You know the national ads, the lady takes a car home and says, "What you doing?" Says, "I'm test driving for 24 hours." So she comes back and the guy's out there washing it and he says he's test washing it. And she says, "Hurry up, I'm gonna take it test shopping." Come on by.
That's a good ad.
And Coach, our pre-owned inventory is up there too. We're taking a lot of trade-ins on new vehicles, which gives us a good used car inventory. So come see us. If you're looking for a pre-owned truck and you don't want to pay a big sticker on a new truck, we have plenty of trucks, cars, SUVs. I think we got a billy goat tied up in the back for sale for $9.95.
Yep, I think we got the
classified on the
SUVs.
lawnmower.
We got a lot of SUVs on the lot now, and we've been able to trade for some nice ones. Yukons, Tahoes,
Escalades.
Escalades,
Z71s,
Z71,
even Ford
yeah.
F-150 EcoBoost, Dodge
Yeah.
Rams.
We've got a few Toyotas on it, and we got a fine-looking green Toyota. You boys out there getting ready for deer hunting? Hey, you better come see us.
That's right. And the dually. Got a beautiful
right.
dually. Diesel Duramax.
Yep.
They sound like car salesmen, don't they?
We got
That's a
it.
good job. Listen, you know,
natural.
the thing about it is quality vehicles. We know that, and we've always had these quality vehicles. But in addition, you really get a good honest service. You get treated well, and I just feel comfortable going down there. And just as a bonus, they're outdoorsmen. They're fishermen, and they love to get outdoors too. So, and they can just talk about outdoors sometimes.
That's right.
And Coach, one thing that we didn't mention, one thing that makes Bill Kramer different than a lot of dealerships is we offer two things. First thing we offer is certified product, which you give the customer 3-year, 36,000 mile free maintenance on their car. It's certified.
Sure.
You pick up 12-month bumper to bumper, free loaner car program. Bring a car in for any kind of maintenance work or warranty work rather. You get a car to drive, no cost to you. And roadside assistance.
We
And
got
those are
over
just-
50. We got over 50 vehicles.
That's right.
In loaner status.
In
you
loaner
know.
status. And that's just two things that we can offer a customer and service on top. I've never seen a customer walk away from that dealership unhappy with a problem with a car that we didn't take care of.
That's right.
And that's just the truth.
I saw one the other day and had to put a battery in it. Hey, with no questions asked.
Yeah.
Go put a battery in it.
There you go.
how you do
And
business.
that's just the way you do business.
That's how you treat people. All right, let's get back to fishing real quick. Daniel, real quick, I don't know if you talked to your dad about, did the red tide ever get down deep into St. Joe Bay, or did he say much about it?
You know, he called me the other morning. He was coughing a little bit. I said, Dad,
Okay.
what's wrong? You sinus? He said, son, I'm on the back porch. This red tide's coming through. It's got me locked up. So it was a little bit bad.
Little
but
bit in
wasn't-
there, yeah.
It wasn't as bad. I don't think any fish hit the shore
Yeah.
as bad as they did over this way.
Okay, and I know it hit that place called pretty bad around the oyster bars, but like I say, that's just concentrations of it,
Right.
and not just a big wide thing. Okay, real quick, freshwater bass fishermen in the fall. What kind of pattern we looking
Slow
at?
down.
Slow down.
Slow down, slow down. Temperature's dropping a little bit, slow down. Throw that worm, you know. I just put it up, but hey, you know, that little old worm right there will catch them every time up there on Deer Point Lake. You throw that watermelon colored worm, it's just throw it out there, no lead, and just work it through the water slow, and make it dart here and there, and it'll catch them.
Are you getting to go much yourself?
No, but we talking about it.
We talking about all kind of fishing.
We talking about more fishing up there. We got a salesman, AJ Spears, up there. He bought him a place up there on Deer Point Lake.
Okay.
And but he ain't got to go fishing yet. But he likes. He thinks just because he's living on the water that he's going to be able to go. But
Well, he did buy a swimming pool and put some bass in it.
oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, y'all know as well as I do. We're joking about that little lunch break and all, but a lot of times you can squeeze in what I call a little mini trip. Sometimes I'll run off my dock and fish 15 minutes and be just tickled to death, or you can run down to the bridge or somewhere and fish, and especially if the front's coming through, something like that.
Right. I'm going to talk to Jack about that. We need a lunch break every once in a while now.
I'm going to start bringing my boat to work.
Oh, might as well.
You think he'll let y'all do that?
Well, I mean, we got a big enough parking lot out there now that he can park his boat out there and he'll stay out there behind his truck.
Y'all need to start selling some packages like a truck and a boat and get together with Harsh Marine or
Well,
something.
we've done that.
We've done that, yeah.
We ain't told Bubba Hart yet. We got a few boats delivered.
When he checks his inventory, he'll find out.
That's two good sponsors right there. So
That's
we'll
right.
work on that.
Old Bubba.
All right, we got to wrap things up. Any parting words of wisdom y'all have?
We got the best financing, the best truck, best term. You know, we got the best finance department in town, bar none. I mean none. If we can't get you financed, hey,
Ooh.
just you're gonna have to walk a little while longer.
Well, as always, we appreciate a good sponsorship. Always fun just to have you guys on talking about it. And Jack over here, he's going to, I guess, get y'all
He's
back.
gonna buy
Oh yeah, you're gonna buy breakfast when we leave here.
Jack buying breakfast.
That's
Jack's
right.
buying breakfast.
That sounds good. Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Coach.
Daniel.
We enjoyed
See
it.
y'all again.
Thank you.
Folks, I always appreciate you watching Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. And make sure and do something good for your fellow man today. You have a great day and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.